Hello, hello, hello. Who's out there? I see a person. Who's out there? Can you hear me? I see 3 people. Somebody say something. Who is with me? Nina's drunk, so who knows what she's going to say. I need to know how this is working, y'all. Come on, somebody say something. There we are. There's my girls. Can you hear me talking to you? Nina, you're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is going to be fun tonight. There's a third person on here. Vitsy Loo-hoo. How are you? Nina, you were wrong. This is not lesbian. This is reverse harem with MM action. Look, I can't really smile this side. Yeah. Oh, you guys are answering me faster tonight too. I might like doing this over here better than I do on Facebook. It's too much trouble doing it on. You guys, there's like a 45 seconds. There's like a 45-second delay. Yeah, I don't know if I get into the MM action, but the book's got it. So we're going to be doing good if I can read this, okay? So I had dental work done this morning or this afternoon sometime. Yes. And all this is still numb. Oh, I know how tipsy you are, Nina. Don't pee yourself. We'll go to the bathroom before you get on here. You'll start laughing at me and pee. French fries. F. I can say F. It's French fries. Who else is on here? There's a third person on here, and I can't see who it is. Does it tell me? I want to know who the third person is. Who's ignoring me? Does Amelia know I'm going to be over here? Did you tell her? Please tell me you told the author where I was going to be. That's what I asked you. You did tell the author where I was going to be, right? Okay. And she said, okay. She acknowledged you. Vince, don't you laugh at me. I have new teeth. I have new teeth. I got rid of my partial. So now I have new teeth. But dang it, I can't feel anything. I was drinking my water out of my straw a while ago and it went all down my chin. Okay, Nina. I trust you as long as you say you did. But yeah, I like this book. She's got red hair. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Just need some more people over here. Where's everybody at? Did Jackie sign up? Nina, did you go pee? French fries. French fries. See? French fries. I'm getting better. I think I just bit the inside of my cheek. Nina, go pee. You're so pretty, girlfriend. What would I do without you? Vincy, I told Nina about my thing that I do sometimes. When I'm around someone who doesn't have any common sense, they kind of just don't get things that easy. And you're like, really? And I'll go, you're so pretty. Or it's a good thing you're pretty, because at least you got a backup to support yourself. Nina's pretty tonight. She's been hitting the bottle since about 6 o'clock. Oh, and she's going to wear me out on these LOLs. I can see it already. It's already, see? She can't just type a paragraph at one time and be done with it. She has to type it everything. Well, girls, it may just be the three of us tonight. I'll give it a few more minutes and then I'm... dang. It's starting to tingle, like the feeling's coming back, like when your foot goes to sleep or something. Yes, somebody else gets it. Yes, you're so pretty. Now the girl in this book, it's going to be good. I ain't quite figured out that back. Pull up the cover on this. When you get a chance, look at the cover on this. Is that a scar on her back? I know it's not her spine. It'd be all crook-sided. There's Jackie. I was beginning to get worried about you, sister. See? I told Nina, I said, where's Jackie? You did tell her, didn't you? Yes. Yes. Yes, my gang is here. Okay. A few more minutes. Let everybody find me. Jackie, having a good day? Oh my gosh, y'all. So today or last night about 12:38 local time, Nashville. Are you okay, Jackie, by the way? That's right. You're above there. So I don't know how if you guys had bad storms either or not. But Nashville got hit with a real bad tornado. What was it? An F3, I think. And anyways, the last fatality count that I heard was like 23 or something. I don't know what it is up to now, but that was earlier this afternoon. So the way this all affected me, though, which is very selfish, I know, but the way it affected us down here in the Chattanooga area is apparently it hit Verizon up there somehow. It knocked their system out. I don't really know. I don't know the details on how it happened, but anyways, it knocked Verizon out, which knocked my cell phone out. I couldn't talk to anybody on the phone. I have unlimited data and I couldn't get on the internet today because we don't have Wi-Fi at work. And I just sit there and play games all day and listen to my books. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Nina, who was blowing my phone up and I didn't know it. So I thought that was funny today. Finally, I was able to get a hold of her when I got off work. It let me call her, so I got to talk to her a couple of times today. Oh, well, shit, you didn't cry. Telling them lies. Marty would cry before you did. All right, ladies. I'm going to go ahead and get started because it's already been 11 minutes since I've been on here and I don't want to go too long. So, all right, I'll put my glasses on here in a minute. I'll need them. So, here's the cover. So I can get it to look right. And when you guys look at it up close, right there is her. I think it's a scar. But anyways, I might be able to see if I put my glasses on, huh? Yeah, maybe a scar. I don't think it's her spine though. And she didn't cry. Anyways, don't be feeding her that BS. So let's get started. And Jackie, you didn't hear the tale that I was telling a while ago. I had dental work done today, so this whole part of my mouth is numb and the feeling is starting to come back to it. And see if so some of my words may come out funny. Nina will probably fall off the couch or something tonight while she's listening because she's been making fun of me, as you can see. So she's been hitting the bottle since about 6. So all right. This is Never Ever, the Everly Davis Chronicles, Book 1. Chapter 1. I see Everly Davis standing atop a cliff, looking down into the abyss. The water is fierce. Waves crash over the rocks at the cliff's base like they are trying to reach her. The rain batters her exposed face and sends chills up and down her spine. Ferocious winds whip her long flame-red hair along her face, wrapping it around her neck. Her eyes are closed as she takes a deep breath, filling her lungs to capacity. She can taste the salt and brine in the air. She feels it deep in her soul. I know because I feel what she feels. I see what she sees. Her feet shuffle closer to the edge, seemingly on their own. I can feel it now. This is where I need to be. Her voice, full of fear, makes my heart tear in two. She turns slightly, opens her eyes, and looks behind her where she sees 3 shapes in the fog. She can't make out their features, but she knows they're here with her, for her. She can feel their love caressing her heart, their acceptance that she might do this. It makes what is to come much easier for her. She takes a step out beyond the cliff's edge. Good. Everly. Jesus, I yell as I bolt up, Brian, wiping my forehead with the back of my hand. That felt too real. I put my hand over my pounding heart as the all too familiar feeling creeps through me. It's like a living thing curling around my heart, squeezing. It started around 4 months ago when my adopted mother passed away. I suddenly couldn't breathe. The smog of the city suffocates me. I knew my mom died. I had to get out. I knew when my mom died, I had to get out of here. That's what I'm doing today, leaving. Before she died, my mother told me she owned an old house by the sea in a small town called Scarborough. Her grandmother left it to her, and now she passed it on to me. My bags were packed, my tickets booked. I planned to leave the city behind, leaving all I knew. I was totally okay with that. Getting out of bed, I head for the tiny window in my city apartment to pull back the curtain. It doesn't matter what time of the day or night it is. The city of Manchester is always alight with false, overbearing brightness. As I drag my sleepy gaze upwards, I remind myself that soon I'll be able to actually see the stars. Maybe by then I'll be able to breathe. I hope so. I pat around the small space I've called home for the last 2 years. Picking up the pile of clothes I left out last night, I throw on some wine-colored leggings and a knee-length baggy t-shirt that's creamy white. Man, this place is a dump. No matter how hard I tried to make this my home, it just didn't come together. Can't put a flower in an arsehole and call it a vase, right? The wallpaper, I'm going to say asshole because me trying to do some of these British slangs is just going to be crazy, y'all. The wallpaper's peeling off in so many spots. It's a wonder it's still hanging on. The small kitchenette belongs in the 60s, not in a high-priced city complex. The minuscule bathroom, well, let's just say you could use the toilet and take a shower at the same time. No, I won't miss this place in the slightest. I can't wait to see the house my mother gifted me. It can't be any worse than this dive. It's almost time. All my affairs are settled. The flat is empty of all my meager belongings. I'm ready for my Uber to take me to the train station. It's actually here on time. Wonders never cease. Picking up my bag, throwing my phone and charger in it, I head downstairs. The driver leans against the car until he sees me. He stomps over and grabs my bags. He packs my life into the boot while I climb into the back seat. What the? It smells like a pub in here. Last night must have been a busy one for this guy. He gets in and asks me to confirm my destination. Manchester Station, please. Without answering, he pulls out into the traffic and my journey begins. The city sights speed past me while I doze a little against the car window. Nothing ever caught my interest here except maybe the mini bookshops, but even those were bustling with all walks of life, spoiling it for a solitary person such as myself. I switched to electronic means of reading some time ago, but I miss the smell and feel of books. Before I get the chance to fully fall asleep, the driver yells, making me jerk in my seat. We're here, miss. Manchester Station, like you asked. Do you want a hand with your stuff? Yeah, I do. Yes, please. I'll grab a trolley. He heaves out a sigh like I'm asking him to be the actual train and drag me, as well as my shit, all the way to Scarborough. Clearly, he doesn't like his job. I search for a trolley, finding one abandoned in the middle of the street. I grab it and pull it back to the car. By the time I get back, all my bags are on the pavement. Thanks, here's your fare. Oh, thanks, here's your fare. He looks down at my hand, a sneer spreading across his face as he takes note of the fact I haven't tipped him. Damn straight, give attitude, you get nothing. When I'm done loading everything on the stupid fucking trolley, it's one of those with a dodgy wheel that has a mind of its own. I'm out of breath, even more than usual. Fuck, this sucks so much. I take a puff on the inhaler the Dumbo doctor forced on me. It doesn't help. It makes my mouth as dry as the desert. Ugh, spitting feathers over here. God, I need a drink. I just want to be able to breathe. I know in my soul I won't be able to until I get to Scarborough. That feeling in my chest kicks up a notch, and I have to lean on the trolley before I fall down. The trolley moves. Ugh! My face meets the pavement in an almighty fashion. Mother F. Why does this always happen to me? Damn trolley. Are you okay, lady? Ha, seriously, do I look okay? I'm kissing tarmac here. Of course I'm not okay. Yes, thank you. The trolley slipped out of my hand. I forced myself to push off the dirty ground, my pinky finger meeting chewing gum. Ugh, nice. I'll be fine, thank you. I rise to my full height, a great big crappy 5'5", big things, small packages, and all that. I notice every single person near me stares at me. Some laughing like the entertainment for the day, some looking on me with pity. Shit, I need to be on that train ASAP before I end up in an accident and emergency. Fucking people. Never seen a small fat girl fall on her face or what? I make it through the station without further incident and onto the train. The 2-hour journey from Manchester will allow me to catch up on some sleep. I unpack my little blow-up pillow and settle against the window. I'm so tired from waking up early and from all the stress of the day so far. That as soon as I close my eyes, it's lights out. The wind is deafening. I can hear myself think. It whistles past my ears so fast, I fear they'll be ripped off. In front of me is an all too familiar scene. The cliff's edge, the ferocious seas, its waves huge and menacing. It wants me. I know it does. And I don't want to fight it, but they need me. I can't let them down. The 3 men are in the fog at my back. I don't know their names or what their faces look like, but I can feel our hearts beat as one. I promise them forever. But if I take that step and plunge into the ocean, all will be lost. It won't matter anymore. But I love them. I need them desperately. Damn it, let me have them, please. Excuse me, miss. This is the end of the line. You need to get off here. Shit. I come awake with a start, the train attendant shaking my shoulder. Thank you. I run my hand over my face and I'm surprised to feel it sweat. Oh, crap. Was I crying in my sleep? Well, that's new. This time was different, but how can that be? The dream hasn't changed since it started. It's the same every night. The cliff, the figures, the step I'd take. I've never experienced this before. This utter soul shattering loss. I rub a hand over my chest, trying to shake the feelings lingering inside of me. It doesn't work. As I scramble off the train with my bags and load them on onto a nearby trolley, I notice the feeling in my chest is less of a choke a bitch feeling and more of a apply pressure here please feeling. I'm not gasping for breath as I would in the city. I still can't feel my lungs completely, but it's slowly becoming easier. I'm in the right place then. God, I hope it continues to get better. I can't wait to feel my lungs for the first time in what feels like forever. Oh, Scarborough. As I make my way through the old-fashioned station, I run straight into what feels like a brick wall. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I was daydreaming. My hand automatically shoots up in front of me and meets hard, hot muscle. Oh, my. Damn it. I've been here 5 minutes and I'm already bumping into somebody. The trolley bangs into the back of my legs. Oh, It's fine, really. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going either. The deepest, most masculine voice I've ever heard replies. I drag my eyes up his body and up and up and up they go. Shit, he's taller than a mountain. I finally reach his face and my eyes instantly lock on his. Light gray eyes stare back at me, framed by thick, dark brown lashes, the kind that don't belong on a man. Jealous, with crinkles around the edges. He's smiling, or at least I think he is. I can't seem to pull my eyes away from his. You're staring like a loon, Everly. Look away, girl. Look way. I finally dragged my eyes away from his, and that's when I see him in all his glory. There is a lot of him to see. Yep, he's a mountain, one I'd like to climb. Wait, what? Where did that come from? His hair is so dark it's almost black. It's styled in that just rolled out of bed messy mass and flowing past his ears in soft curls. The thought that he actually put some time into styling it gives me the sudden urge to run my fingers through it. He's got the face of an angel, and I'm pretty sure I'm drooling. Oh, crap. Big, beautiful gray eyes, thick brows, a strong Roman nose. Oh man, those lips, those kissable fucking lips, full and bow shaped without looking too feminine. How I'd like to. My name's Leland. Nice to meet you. Oh my God. Instant wetness. I'm going to hell. He's wearing dark blue jeans that are tight around the butt and upper thighs, and he makes them look sexy as fuck. His t shirt has a huge picture of Freddie Mercury. A man after my own heart. Oh, hi. I did this little creepy wave like a bee just landed on my hand. I'm trying to bat it away. Oh, you're so full of shit, Nina. She's being mean with my face, y'all. So just ignore her. Oh, hi. I do a creepy little wave like a bee just landed on my hand, and I'm trying to get batted away. Smooth, so smooth. I'm Everly. Nice to meet you. My anxiety kicks in. I've got to get away from this guy. I've already made a fool of myself and really don't want to go even more sideways. I tug awkwardly at my baggy t shirt, feeling self conscious. Next time, I'll be asking him for his Are you new here, Everly? I've lived in Scarborough for a long time. It's a pretty small town, so I know almost everyone's face. Yours, however, well, I'd remember you. I'm a goner. My name on his lips, that deep, husky voice saying it like it's a prayer. Everly. Between how good he looks, his voice, and the fact that I get positive vibes from him, I think I'd like to bag myself a guy like this. No such luck ever. Your taste in men sucks. Oh, yes, I am. Sorry, gotta run. Gonna be late for my thing. With that smooth speech, I dashed around the mountain and exit the station. Leland, wow, just wow. The most beautiful woman I've ever seen nearly knocks me on my ass, which is not easy considering I'm over 6 feet tall and built like a brick shit house. Everly. That's what she said her name was. Damn. She is tiny compared to my large frame. Great sized breast, a thick waist, round hips, and shapely legs. Curves in all the right places. She has a beautiful heart shaped face. Her peach colored skin is flawless. Big blue doe eyes you could get lost in, never wanting to find your way out. Oh, yes, I'd remember her all right. She has the most amazing hair I've ever seen running down her back, resting above a gorgeous ass. When she got off the train, my eyes snagged on her hair through the crowd. I hadn't been able to look away, like the flames frolicking in the wind. The sun streams through the station, catches it, makes it appear alive. I was captivated by her eyes when she stand. I was captivated by her eyes when she stood in front of me. They were the deepest blue I've ever seen. I feel like I've fallen into the ocean and I can't find my way back out to the surface. Out of the corner of my eye, I see her hand waving around. Was she waving at me? I didn't know. I couldn't look away. She licks her bottom lip. My gaze flicks down, and I just about come in my boxers. If I could come, that is. Loneliness sweeps over me, but I know they aren't my own feelings. I mean, sure, my job can get lonely sometimes. A quarterly meeting with my own kind isn't exactly enough to keep one such as me happy. But I've got my brothers, and they ground me. Damn, she's lonely. Usually my mind kicks in to make a connection, but there was nothing. Weird. Her hand gently touches the spot over my heart through my t-shirt. I could feel her heartbeat like it was my own. Now, as she stumbles and trips away from me, it feels like she's taken half of my soul from me with her. It's the strangest feeling. One I've never felt before, like being pulled in two different directions, but not being able to see which way they go. That's when I realized what just happened shouldn't have been possible. Had I lost concentration when I spotted her getting off the train? Damn, I'd never slipped before. I hope no one saw me just blink into existence. I look around, making sure no one's staring at me in horror. Hundreds of people mill around, taking no notice of me. I come to the station every day around this time. I make a lot of connections here as the people get off trains after long journeys. It's when they have time to think about how lonely their lives are. Their hearts call to me, beg me to find their connections. It's what I do, what I love to do. I search through the files in my head of all the eligible bachelors and bachelorettes, matching them with the lonely souls that arrive in my town. Obviously, I do that while incorporeal. Incorporeal. I have a hard time with that word when my mouth's not messed up. Can't go around touching people's hearts when they can't see you. Humans aren't ready to learn about the things that roam in the light. So why was this beauty able to bump into me? I stood just in front of the exit in my usual spot. It was easier that way. I touch hearts as they pass, and in doing so, open them to love, laying the groundwork for the future connection. It's step one of a three-part process. I'm a Cupid, and there's nothing I enjoy more than making these connections. But Red, that's what my heart calls her. Man, she is something else. Shit, where'd she go? She manages to leave the station before I finished my musings. Chapter 2, Everly. My taxi driver is a cheery fella who won't stop asking me questions. As we pull up outside the house that's now mine, I take no notice of his babbling. It's beautiful, much bigger than I had ever expected. I climb out of the cab on numb legs. I notice it's just after 4. The sun is still hot, but the breeze is cool against my face. I take in an even breath, trying to steady my pounding heart. Wow, I can't believe this is mine. I'll put your bags near the door, yay? The driver huffs and puffs as he grabs my things from the boot. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that, I mumble. Number 64. The front of the house is cornflower blue with white trimming. Ivy and other foliage climb up and around the lovely blue door. Everything's overgrown, giving the impression of a jungle. I'm a city girl. I'm used to seeing plants and pots and weeds growing up from cracks in the pavement. So despite being wild, to my eyes, it's absolutely beautiful. The whole house gives me a sense of relief. There you go, love. Everything's by the door. Of course, I jump into the air. I don't think I am even on this planet at this point. Thank you, sir. Here, this is for you. I dig into my purse and pull out a 20-pound note. He's been nice since he picked me up from the station. He unloaded my belongings without even asking. Keep the change. Thanks for your help, I say with a genuine smile. Hey, thanks, love. I'll be off. Got the missus waiting to have tea at home. Nice to meet you. I shake his hand and send him on his way. What a nice man. Pulling the keys from my bag, I make my way to the door. My tummy rumbles. Ah, yes, food. I haven't eaten all day. I wonder what takeaway this town has to offer. When I push the door open with my shoulder, I come up short. Something is blocking me from opening it all the way. I put a little oomph into it and try again. Success. I quickly realize ordering food won't be a problem because about 1 million menus scattered to the floor when I push the door all the way open. Clearly no one lives here. What a waste of paper. I managed to get all of my bags in and stand in the front room, hands on hips, taking in my surroundings. The front room alone is bigger than my whole flat in Manchester. Smells the same though, damp, old, and in need of a good cleaning. Thankfully, there seems to be a lot of furniture, all covered with dust sheets, so I won't have to buy much to make it more like home. Oh, the spiders. I bet there are so many spiders here. My body shivers all over. Ugh, hate spiders. This is going to be some work, I think, as I take in the walls covered with peeling paper and paint. It's a good thing I don't start my job until next week. Thank goodness I lined up several Skype interviews weeks ahead of this move. My mom left a hefty nest egg for me, but I still like to work. I had been accepted for a job as a part-time cashier at a local DIY shop. Yay for me because I love DIY. My mother had been proficient enough to teach me a few things. I took it from there. I completed my first ever project when I was 12. I broke my bed a few days before by jumping on it, then falling off it and nearly breaking myself too. Mom told me, "You better fix that, Everly. You broke it, you fix it." So I did. Only I didn't stop at fixing it. I made it into a king-size frame. It had taken me 5 days, but in the end, it was amazing. My mom was so proud of me that it sparked something inside of me. I loved getting her praise, and I swore then I'd do anything to make her proud. I grab a menu from the floor and decide on pepperoni pizza. Using my phone, I order online and then find a bag for the other menus, which turns into cleaning the front door with a cloth and some soap I found under the sink. By the time my food arrives, my door is clean and sweat beads my brow. I open the door to an older man holding my pizza. I thank him and settle on the floor in the front room. I am pleasantly surprised that not only is it still piping hot, but delicious too. I sit cross-legged eating pizza with one hand and with the other make notes with the little notebook and pen I always carry with me. I feel a jolt of excitement zing through me. Working at the DIY shop is going to be handy because this place needs a fair bit of work. The graying wallpaper peels easily, and the paint bubbles and chips away when I touch it. New carpets and bulbs for the lights are at the top of my list. I'm excited to start making this house nice again. I'll make this place my own. Slowly but surely, it will become my home. I'll clean up a bit tomorrow. The furniture looks to be in good condition, so I'll keep most of it. Ding dong. Just in time. That'll be the bedding I ordered while planning the move. I also added new doorbell to my ever-growing to-do list. By the time I finish putting the bedding on, pink flamingos and palm leaves is late and my body feels heavy with exhaustion. Changing into my pajamas, I climb into bed. It's been a very long day, but I fight sleep, not wanting to have the new dream again. So instead, I replay the day in my mind. Gray eyes immediately stare back at me. Ooh, mountain man. What was his name again? Leland. My mind replays for me. The timbre of his voice sent jolts of electricity right down to my clit. Damn, that guy was hot. Admittedly, it's been a while, at least a year since I've had sex. I let my mind grasp a hold of the image of him. Those wide shoulders, something to hold on to, his huge hands. My mind takes it all in and just runs with it. Everly. My name on his lips and my mind makes me even wetter. I clench my thighs and close my eyes. All of a sudden, I'm on a bed with him. We're both naked and covered in a light sheen of sweat. His hands are everywhere. I can almost feel them. I open my eyes just a little and glide my hand down my body, then under the waistband of my pants. I dip a finger into my wetness and spread it over my clit. My other hand grasps one of my hard nipples, tugging it. I close my eyes again. Ever, I want you. I need you. Will you have me? Hell yes, I will. He lines himself up to my core and leans forward to suck a nipple into his mouth, causing my back to arch off the bed. His gray eyes lock with mine, a question in them. I dip my chin in permission. At that, he inches into me, agonizingly slow. Inch by glorious inch, he fills me to capacity. I abandon my nipple to slip 2 of my fingers into my wetness in place of his rock-hard cock and slide them in and out at the slow pace the mountain man sets in my mind. Back and forth he rocks, rolling his hips into me, his body grinding my clit while my fingers mimic his motions. Oh, yes, Leland, just like that. Yes. He leans forward and takes my mouth in a passionate kiss that has me panting. I could almost feel those soft, sexy lips on mine, and it makes me pick up the pace. He's everywhere. I can feel his weight on my body, holding himself up on his elbows so he doesn't hurt me. One hand grips my hip like I'm his lifeline. The other is on my breast, squeezing it as his eyes roll back into his head in pleasure. His lips brush against my ear. You feel so good, Ever. So wet. So tight. Oh, fuck. His huge cock is pounding into my pussy. A tingle travels down my spine. His words rush me towards the precipice of oblivion. His hips bang against mine, and I shatter. Stars explode behind my eyes, and I cry out, yes, oh God, yes. The walls of my pussy spasm and clench around my fingers as if hoping to find Leland's cock to milk. Wow, I've never come that hard before. Shit, I'm soaked. I'll have to wash the sheets in the morning. Climbing out of bed on wobbly legs, I changed them for another new set. Good thing I ordered a few extras. If it's like this without him, I can only imagine what it would be like with him. I'd have to cover the bed in plastic wrap. I try to catch my breath, which is a little easier now I'm not in the city anymore. Padding to the bathroom, I wash my hands and grab a towel, dry myself, then place it next to the sink. As soon as I'm back in bed and my head hits the pillow, I'm asleep. Jesus, so many choices. It's the next day, and I've started working my way through my to-do list. Currently, I'm standing in the middle of Curry's, having a mild panic attack. Why can't there be just one coffee machine? Who needs 30 different choices? They all do the same thing. Who cares what color or shape it is? I just need coffee, damn it. Can I help you, love? Yes, I need help. I'm in a machine hell here. Yes, I need a coffee machine. I'm not bothered about bells and whistles. I just want to make my coffee. I sound irritated, and I am. Luckily, the assistant doesn't seem to notice because it's not his fault so many companies want me to buy their machine. No problem, love. This here will do the job just as good as any of the others, he says as he passes me a box that weighs as much as a medium-sized dog. Thanks. I let out a pent-up breath. Can you do the same for a cooker, fridge, freezer, and washer dryer, please. I just want to get back to the house and get on with it. But this small town only has so many shops and only a handful do online orders. So I'm stuck walking from shop to shop. Yeah, I can do that. Have you got a budget in mind for it all? He asked while scratching his head. No, just give me what I need and let me leave. Not really. I just want basic models, please. And can you deliver today? I just moved into a new house and the appliances don't work. I called the utilities before leaving the city, so I had gas and electric, but nothing works. So now I'm having to buy everything new. Let me see what I can do. It'll cost you, mind, he says with a twinkle in his eye. Yeah, I'm sure it will, but I'm in a rush. Thank God for the nest egg Mom left me. Okay, I'll take the lowest price washer dryer you got, a mid-range cooker, and a standalone fridge freezer, all in white, please. No need to drag my ass through the more shops when this one's got everything I need for the kitchen. I'll get everything else I need after I've finished here. I spotted a shop down the road on the way to my current location that looks promising. Sure, lady, if you'll follow me, he says as he walks away. I'm out of the shop faster than I expected. The cashier was quick and efficient. Thank God. It was far too warm in there with the sun blazing down on me. There's not even a slight breeze to cut the heat. Who on earth has the heating on when you could cook eggs on the bonnet of a car? Sweat drips down my forehead, so I wipe it away. A hot mess. That's me. That's Nina. Help me, I'm melting. I see the small bookshop just down the road that I saw earlier, and I head that way to get something to read tonight. Lucky Book. The sign above the door says, within these pages. What a great name for a shop. Looking through the window, I see the place is empty. Yay! When I open the door, I'm hit with icy air. It's so much cooler in here. If I didn't have so much to do, I'd just stay here for the duration. Oh, shit. More choices. Aisles and aisles of books are packed into the tiny shop. Good thing I know exactly what I'm looking for. I head to the romance aisle and take a deep breath. I love the smell of books. I pick up two in quick succession, Survivor by B.C. Morgan and The Wasteland by K.A. Knight. These should tide me over during the long, lonely nights to come. I've read them before, and they always get me where I need to go. The thought of reading them again makes me giddy. Once I've paid, I reluctantly leave the shop. The heat hits me as soon as I open the door. Ugh, I hate summer. Not me. I cross the road to the DIY shop. I don't start for another 3 days, but I need some bits to do this front door, so I figure I can get them now and have it done before I'm due to start working. I reach out to pull the door open to enter, and my face hits the glass. I nearly end up on my ass. Ouch, son of a... Right in front of my eyes, plain as day, is the push sign. Fuck yeah, nice one ever. Great first impression. Hopefully no one saw it. It would just be my luck someone's just watched me make an ass of myself. Classy ever, just living my best life. You know what, Nina? Amelia probably won't be here because she's over in the UK. I push the door open and enter the shop. It's bigger than I expected. The large area is packed full of shelves filled to the brim with everything a DIYer would need for any project. Oh, I've walked into heaven. I'll definitely be able to get the things I need to fix the house up in here. And hello, staff discount. Just because my bank account looks healthy doesn't mean I don't like a bargain. I shuffle back outside to grab a trolley. I browse the shelves slowly, making sure I've got everything I need. I head to the counter, thinking at least this trolley doesn't have a mind of its own. When I reach the checkout line, my jaw drops to the floor, and I stand there with an imaginary drool running down my chin. Behind the till is the most handsome man I've ever laid eyes on. Wide, strong-looking shoulders bunch and release as he lifts paint cans up onto the counter. Holy budging biceps, Batman. The size of his hands capture my gaze. Jesus, they're huge. I wonder what he could do with those. Welcome to, let's do this one. Welcome to Get It Made. How can I? His voice wraps around me like a caress of a lover. Holy cow, so deep it vibrates. Man, I gotta go back to that and read that again in deep voice. Welcome to Get It Made. How can I? His voice wraps around me like the caress of a lover. Holy cow, so deep it vibrates through my chest, and those eyes, an emerald green that sparkle like they've got fucking glitter in them. For the second time in as many days, I'm lost in a stranger's eyes. I'm trying to come up with a way to describe the color, but honestly, there are no words in my head that fit. Look away, Ever. You can do this. Look away. I managed to drag my eyes from his after what seems to be an eternity. But they just roam his body like I'm no longer in control of them. He's wearing a long-sleeved red and black checkered shirt that pulls tight at his biceps. Underneath is a plain white t-shirt that's so tight I can see the ridges of his six-pack. More drool than before now drips down my chin. Makes me paranoid. Mine's almost. Standing around 6 foot, he towers over me, another mountain man. I'll call this one the Tower. His muscles have muscles. He puts serious hours into the gym if his broad chest and huge arms are anything to go by. I'm pretty sure he could lift me above his head with those guns. Okay, time to actually talk. I can't stand here ogling the sky all day, tempting as that may be. Hello, I'm Everly Davis. I start working here next week, and well, I need these. DIY, so yeah, these please. Oh, and 10 plasterboard sheets, please. Delivery ASAP. I ramble on like I've lost my mind. My cheeks flame, and I start swearing at myself in my mind. Jesus, get it together, Ever. His light brown curly locks tickle his ears with lighter streaks here and there, like he spends a lot of time in the sun. It looks so soft. I want to run my hands through it. His nose fits his face, strong and proud. This town has two of the hottest guys I've ever laid eyes on. I'm going to like it here for sure. Yes, Everly Davis. My dad told me to expect a new employee Monday morning. Nice to meet you, Everly. I'm Garrett. He reaches a hand out to me, and I stare at it dumbly for far too long. Pulling myself together, I finally whip out my hand in front of me. His massive hand engulfs mine as he shakes it. Then I'm lost again because our eyes lock, causing my mouth to go as dry as a chip that's been under the sofa for 6 months. I can feel myself falling headfirst into those gorgeous emerald eyes that are staring right into mine. Garrett, the shop was so quiet today. I thought it was perfect time to do a bit of stock taking. I decided to start with the paint. Dad was always on me to do these. With all of that muscle, it won't be a hard work for you, son. Put them to use for once, yay. He had said, making me roll my eyes. Thanks, Dad. I use these muscles enough. Not that I can tell him that. He'd lose his shit if he knew how many times my brothers and I fought for our lives and those of the people in Scarborough. He thinks the creatures no longer come here. He's wrong. There was only one customer in when I started pulling out the returns from behind the counter. So I let my mind wander to last night when my brothers and I killed a couple of creatures at the edge of town. I was so lost in my own thoughts, I was a little startled when I turned to see the girl of my dreams standing in front of me. I started to rattle off the greeting Dad ground into me for so long. It's second nature now. Welcome to Get It Made. How may I? I couldn't finish the sentence though, because the woman made me before me was more beautiful than anyone I'd ever laid eyes on. Flaming red braids angled down framed each side of her beautiful face, the ends coming just to the nipple height. Oh yeah, I just went there. When my eyes found hers, I froze. Feelings stirred in my chest, making it tight. Shit. Oh, hell no, man. Ignore it. Nope, not happening. Look away. I will not allow this feeling right now, my mind screamed. Even as I said the words in my head, I still couldn't break eye contact. Just as I was about to make a fool out of myself, her eyes left mine to skim over the top half of my body, which could be seen over the low counter. It was like I could feel them on me, caressing me, drawing goosebumps all over me. I did the same to her, starting at her neck, long and slender, the skin there looking like soft silk. Oh, how I'd like to nuzzle in there and nibble on her flaring pulse. My eyes continued down of their own accord, flicking down to her chest. Holy mother, the top of her tits peeked out past a tight white strappy blouse. Even though it's hotter than hell in here and outside, her nipples were pebbled under the fabric, making me lick my lips. I wanted to lick those nipples, bite them, and roll them between my teeth. Her legs were covered with slightly baggy gray sweatpants that hid her shapely curves. I found myself a little disappointed. With a body like hers, she should be in a tight fitting dress, not drowned in yards of material. I wanted to hear her moan my name in prayer as I drove my cock so deep inside of her for so long she wouldn't be able to walk. Everly Davis. I wanted to rub my face between her breasts while her pussy spasmed around my clock. Oh, Everly Davis. These, please. Shit, she's talking. I pulled myself out of my fantasy to concentrate on what she's saying. Oh, yes, Everly Davis. My dad told me to expect a new employee Monday morning. Nice to meet you, Everly. I offered my hand, which seemed to have gotten a little sweaty while I was busy fantasizing about what I wanted to do with this woman. For hours, days, weeks, fuck, forever. Shake it off, Garrett. You don't do commitment, remember? I got the feeling that this Everly would take my heart and run away with it, and I'd probably let her. She took my hand in her tiny one, quickly dropping it like it was on fire. That small contact sent a jolt up my arm. The fuck? And now I stand here staring at her like a fool. Yes, I start Monday. I'm so excited. The shop looks amazing, by the way. So much stuff here. If you need it and you can't find it, she's babbling, nervous. I'm used to that. With the way I look, every woman I talk to acts this way. It usually doesn't bother me, but at this moment, I wish my superpower was to instantly put people at ease because I want her to be at ease with me, which is strange as fuck. I reach out a hand and place it on top of hers, hoping the contact soothes her. Another jolt shoots up my arm, this one traveling all the way to my balls. I groan inwardly. The fuck is happening to me? Sweet Everly, let me help you with your things. What the fuck? Did that just come out of my mouth? A blush spreads across her beautiful face. Aiming to distract myself, I start scanning her purchases. This girl has got me talking shit, and she's only been here 10 minutes. I'm in complete denial about what I just felt with it when our hands touched. I've never felt that before. and I'm a bit freaked out about the woman of my dreams just woke something deep inside me, making her the woman of my nightmares. Something I thought I'd never feel and did not want to feel either until now. I make a note of her delivery 10 sheets of plasterboard. I've never been excited about making a delivery for before, but I am now. Booyah! And that's all I read. And look, my mouth is back. Yes. All right. So this wasn't so bad, was it? If we can just get everybody in here, we'll be all right. But yeah, I can kind of read that better than I can over there on the other one. Or at least read up what everybody's been saying. So I think Nina gave you guys the rundown. So we're back tomorrow night. We're back over on Facebook. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed it over here. Let's keep bringing people in here. I'm going to keep doing this for Tuesday nights for a while just because I think if I can get it out there and get it going, I think it might be all right. I have a little bit more freedom over here, I think. We'll see. So, all righty, ladies. You guys have a good night, and I will see you on the flip side. Happy reading.